Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Arkansas Razorbacks will have some work to do after that short return. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. On the option. Oh, and the ball, that'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Power football with the run. Tackle is made after the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Nice move there. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride was.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your friends.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
To the air, it's Amaro. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the RPO, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He tried to set up the screen, and he's lucky to get that one back. It'll be third down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Brown has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away, they did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. The Buckeyes have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snags it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Power ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Back to throw, it's Amaro. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Amaro. They're trying to get to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to Brown. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it on the run. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Amaro. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Complete to start this drive. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Unloads quickly. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 17 over Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Amaro. Grabs it in the middle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Toner. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself, running with power.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunky yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunky yards.
Looking for a man. It's Amaro. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was hoping for that interception return from the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This quarterback, part of their running game. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, it's Amaro. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to San Diego State.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Amaro. Fires it down the seam. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the point after is good. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wide out in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.